everybody. This morning I will be showing you how to make a newborn beanie, and I will be putting a pom-pom on it, and I will be using Lion brand number 4 worsted weight yarn, and of course for the hook I will be using number 6mm crochet hook, and for the brim I will be using the smaller size, which is number 5mm crochet hook. And yeah, if you are ready, grab your things, grab your material, and then let's get started. Okay, first we are going to make a magic ring, and let's make a chain of 2 and make another 8 double into the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I have the total of 9 double into the ring. The first chain 2 is counted as the first double, so we're going to close the ring, and then let's join with slip stitch into the first chain 2. After joining, we are going to make a chain 2, and then we are going to make a front post double into the next double. This is the first, and then the next double, front post double, and into the same stitch we are going to use it for making 1 double, front post into the next double, double on top of the same stitch, front post into the next, double on top. Just continue this round with front post and double, front post, double, front post, double, okay. Now before we join, we are going to make another front post at the bottom of the first chain 2 in the beginning of the round. 1 front post, and then join it with slip stitch into the first chain 2, then make a chain 2, front post double, 2 double into the next double, front post into the next, 2 double into the next double, front post, 2 double. Continue this round with front post into the first front post, 2 double into the next double, front post into the next front post, 2 double into the next double. Just continue this round and I will meet you for the joining. Okay, I finished my round, but before we join, we are going to make 1 more double into the same stitch in the beginning of the round. 1 double into the same stitch, join it with slip stitch on top of the chain 2. For the next round, we are going to make one front post single into the first front post double, one front post single, and chain 2. For the next double, make one back post, and then for the next double, make 2 back posts double, and then front post into the next, back post into the next, 2 back posts into the next, front post. Repeat this round all the way with front post into the front post, 1 back post into the next double, 2 back post into the next double, front post, 1 back post, 2 back post, front post. Keep on going with that, and I will meet you for the joining. Okay, now I finished my round, ending with 2 double into the last double, and now I am going to slip stitch into the top of the first chain 2. And in the same joining stitch, we are going to make one single front post and then chain 2 and make one double in each of the next 2 double, one double in each, and then 2 double into the next back post, front post into the next front post, 1 double in each of the next 2 stitch, 2 double into the next stitch, front post into the next, 1 double in each of the next 2, 2 double into the next, front post into the next. Continue this round with front post, 1 double in each of the next 2, 2 double in next, front post, 1 double in each of the next 2, 2 double in next. Just continue this round and I will meet you for the joining. Okay, now I finished my round. Let's join it into the first chain 2. Then make one single front post into the same stitch, chain 2, and then into the next 4 stitches make one back post double in each. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then front post into the next front post, back post in each of the next 4 double, 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue this round with front post, back post in 4, front post, back post in 4, front post, back post in 4. Continue this round and I will meet you for the joining. Okay, now for the joining, join with slip stitch into the first chain 2 and make one front post single into the same stitch, chain 2. For this round, we are going to make one double on top of each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then front post into the next double in each of the next 4, front post into the next. Continue this round with front post, double in next 4, front post, double in next 4, front post, double in next 4. Continue this round and then I will meet you for the next round. Okay, now I finished my round, and for the next round, let's make one front post single into the same stitch as joining, then make a chain of 2, and into the next 4 stitches make one back post double in each. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then front post into the next, back post in next 4 stitches, 2, 3, 4. Just continue this round with front post, back post in each of the next 4, front post, back post in each of the next 4, front post. Continue this round and I will meet you for the next round. Okay, now I finished my round, and for the next round we are going to make one single front post into the same stitch as joining, chain 2, and then on top of the 4 stitches make one double crochet in each. 1, 2, 3, 4, and make a front post, one double crochet in each of the next 4 back posts. Front post. Continue this round with front post, one double in each of the next 4 back posts, front post, one double in each of the next 4 back posts. Continue this round and I will meet you for the next round. Okay, now I finished my round. Let's join into the very first chain 2, join it with slip stitch, make a front post single into the same as joining, chain 2, and then in this round we are going to make back post in each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Front post into the next front post, back post double in each of the next 4. Finish your round with front post, back post in each of the next 4, front post, back post in each of the next 4. Finish your round and I will meet you for the next round. Okay, for the next round we are going to make a front post single into the same stitch as joining, chain 2, and each of the next 4 stitches make one double in each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Front post in next, double in each of the next 4. front pose and next, double in each of the next 4, front pose and next, double in each of the next 4. Keep going with this front pose, double in each of the next 4, and just keep going, finish your round, and I will meet you for the brim. Okay, now I finished my round, and I will be switching my hook into the smaller size 5. Now we are going to make one single in each of the stitches. Chain 1, single into the same stitch, single into the next. Make one single in each of the stitches around, and then after you finish the single round, and then you can close your work. And we have about 5 inches height of the hat for the newborn, and I will show you. Just continue making the single crochet in each stitch around, and after you finish, I will show you how to join the pom-pom. Okay, now I finished my beanie, and for the pom-pom joining, I cut at 12 inches of yarn, and then but with the yarn needle I am going to sew the yarn into the pom-pom. As you see, the pom-pom has an elastic, so I don't want to use the elastic, because if I use the elastic, I should use a button for the connection also, which is you're supposed to put under the inside the beanie, and I don't want the head of the baby to get hurt. So what I do is, with this 12 inches yarn, I gonna thread it into the pom-pom. But you have to be careful when you're threading it. Okay. Okay, now that I thread the yarn into the pom-pom, I'm gonna tie it twice. And then what I gonna do is I gonna insert this in between the stitches, and I will do the same at the opposite side of it, the opposite of where I inserted the first one. There you go. And then I gonna tie it into a bow inside the hat. This is how I do for the newborn. Tie it in a bow. Don't tie it too tight, because if you wanna remove the pom-pom before washing the hat, you can. Or if you want to use the hat for your baby without the pom-pom, you can too. So tie it in a bow. It's more easy to remove. And there you go, hat with pom-pom. That is how I join the pom-pom into the beanie. Only for the kids, but for the adult, I used to put the button together with the elastic that is connected into the pom-pom. So okay, now we have a beanie for newborn with pom-pom, and I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for joining me, and see you again next time. Bye bye.